let's hold that thought, gentlemen. Let's welcome in Santosh Pandey on the show. He's president and head of Nuvama Professional Clients Group and joins us on the sidelines of the Nuvama Emerging Ideas Conference by Nuvama PCG. Santosh, good having you. Thanks so much for joining in. I believe it's day 2 or the ending of the conference. What has been the key takeaway or a set of key takeaways from 2 days of what I believe would have been engaging conversations?
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. I think it's very exciting situation here. You have to be here to see the vibration, what is going on right now. It is 11th year now we are doing this conference, and every time we invite good small and mid-cap companies. This time we have invited some SMEs also. People are very excited. You can see the theme, what India is going on right now, and a lot of good participation. I think we have invited 60 odd companies here, including mid, small and SMEs, and approximately 400 to 450 clients. Total meeting, if you'll see, approximately around 6 to 6,500 meetings we are doing in 2 days time, which is getting over today. Okay.
So Santosh, what has stood out? I mean, I know it's difficult to call the one over the other, but where has been the highest client, how do I say, client focus, in what sector, within what kind of companies? Could you share some details?
I think renewable is the main focus. Along with renewable, you can see focused on recycle theme, renewable, recycle and power instruments and all. So a lot of new theme which is coming up, people are focusing there.
And what about, it's been a softish kind of H1. Is there commentary around how recovery is playing out in H2, whether it is playing out or not, and with what pockets really stood out for you in terms of sectors which are seeing recovery?
See, I think we have seen a decent correction in last 2 months, and a lot of good opportunities are there now. And we have seen decent correction, be it mid and small or large cap segment. So across the board, if you see, be it renewable, be it power, be it NBFC, banking, everywhere there is good opportunity now. And we are hoping that next quarter will be decent enough to take the market at the new level.
Okay. And Santosh, how are investors reacting? Because, you interact with investors, and therefore, how are your clients, how are investors responding? Are they still happy to sit on funds, or are they actively looking to invest, or is it bottom-up stock picking? Are they looking for buy on dips? What's the strategy that some of your investors are following?
See, I think from last week or 10 days time now, post seeing the correction, people started putting in money. Yes, it is not that aggressive, but yes, there are some good sectors and stocks where people are seeing good valuations. They started putting in money, but it's not at that extent what you say. But what I believe, in shorter term, there may be some pain in months or 2, but in 6 months to 1 year time, we are seeing decent optimism in the market. And because of that, people started putting in money to some extent. Like if somebody is having 50-60% allocation right now, they started to increase their allocation.
Santosh, I have one last question, and that is the themes that have stood out. But I mean, for both the pockets, right, be it recycling, be it renewables, the starting valuations, even if I take FY26 into account, aren't exactly cheap. So what's the thesis there? Is that the growth will last well into the end of the decade, and therefore you're buying or paying a premium for the future growth?
See, it is not a short-term theme. If you are playing either be it recycle or renewable, it's next 5 to 10 years growth you are playing. And yes, there are few companies which is at very stretched valuation. They will get rationalized in next 2 to 3 years time. But yes, you are also getting good companies at decent valuation where you should focus. People should avoid the stretched valuation companies and should explore the decent one.
Okay, thank you so much for coming in, speaking with us, giving us a perspective on all that's happening all the action happening there at the Emerging Ideas Conference. But we'll slip into a short break. On the other side, we'll hear from the management of Dollar Industries.